Lights, camera, storage, action.
Thank you, Mr. Mohannad, for speaking to us. We have Mr. Mohannad from Illumio over here. We'll talk about the presence at Gitex, and we'll also talk about the products and solutions that they're offering on the market. Thank you once again for speaking
Thank
to
you
us.
for having me here.
Thank you. We'd like to start with a brief about your presence at Gitex and what do you expect from the overall event this year?
Actually, this year we can see the focus from Gitex about the cybersecurity and how they make it bigger, actually, the presence this year. And this is what we expect always out of Gitex, to have that focus, customers understanding the importance of the cybersecurity and how that it is a core related things in their organization, and it should always be a priority from IT and non-IT management within the organization to understand that importance overall. Whenever they can physically, they can understand and see how that location is bigger than any other place within the Gitex.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of the products and solutions you offer on the market, you're also present in the zero trust segmentation space as well. Can you talk briefly about that as well?
And the idea of the zero trust overall is to be a fundamental in micro-segmentation, is a fundamental for zero trust, and make sure that the modern attacks, the unknown attacks, zero-day attacks, you can say, it is contained and without having any kind of damage. And this is what we are trying to achieve within Gitex, and all kind of educational curve we are using within our media kind of approaching or visiting the customers to educate really how that is fundamental, how to keep them away from the attackers and contain the damage without hitting their reputation, without hitting their productivity overall within the organization, and keep the money running, you can say, within everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of your presence in this region, can you talk briefly about your strategies for this market?
Our strategy, the Middle East always, what I see actually in the past 5 years, the high adoption of the technologies, not only in just standard IT technology, even more focused now on cybersecurity, and that happens on very top level within the national level, you can say, in every single country in Middle East and Turkey and Africa as well. So we can see that importance, and this is where the focus moved from there, that we need to invest more in the region, we need to give it more time and have a physical location actually within the Middle East overall. Due to that high adoption, high understanding, the maturity curve, it goes very high compared to any other modern countries, let's say, or Western countries overall.
Okay. And when you look at the security threat landscape in this region, what sort of trends have you seen? Do you see an increase in ransomware attacks as well?
Yeah, and this is and you nailed the point related to the biggest issues within the region. The high impact of the ransomware, the high actually rate happening within the ransomware attacks, especially when it comes to the UAE and Saudi Arabia. You can see they are the top on the list when it comes to the attacks. And this is what we are trying to achieve with our technology. This is what we are actually educating our customers about it, because this is the nature of the technology. This is the final goal of our solution. I think multiple things as a use cases, but the core of it is to contain and eliminating the ransomware of spreading all over the organization, and make sure not reputation hitted, not being humiliated, let's say, by the attackers, and you have to pay them the money of the ransom, and making sure the production keep running. That's the idea on the core of what we are doing today in the Middle East.
Okay. Through your presence at Gitex this year, what sort of messaging do you want to drive to the audience who's going to come and visit this show?
Actually, it is again coming to the same story and same kind of subject. what we want first is to give the right description of the zero trust segmentation. We set, because we are leading when it comes to the zero trust segmentation, and we want to set the right standards and right understanding about these kind of descriptions, and knowing what zero trust segmentation and what is the actual value out of it in every single piece within the organization, from adoption first, from achieving in cybersecurity, and even within operation related to application overall. And this is what we are trying hardly to do in every single customer and prospect within the Middle East overall, to make sure we are passing the right message, setting the right standards, that the every organization has to look at it to have the right success criteria when they are selecting the technology overall when it comes to the zero trust segmentation.
Thank you for speaking to us. Nice having you with us today. And thank you for giving your time to us today.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.